Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Ms. Carranza and Mr. Grice's Algebra 2 class. Today we're going to be talking about multiplying and dividing real numbers. Alright, take a look at the following problems. Is there anything that you remember when doing these? What do you think? Do you know when an answer is positive or when an answer is negative? Well, before you get started on this, let's take a look at our rules down here. Now, it says the general rule, if you multiply or divide an odd quantity of negative real numbers, the result will be negative. So what that means is if you have -2 times -2 times -2, you have 1, 2, 3 negatives. That means your answer is going to be negative, and that would be -8. But on the flip side, if you multiply or divide an even quantity of negatives, your answer will be positive. Okay, so looking at our same problem, if we have -2, this time we only have 2. And since 2 is an even amount, that would make our answer positive. Okay, that works for multiplying and dividing. So let's take a look at our examples. All right, number 1. Let's flip through all of these real quick and find out if they're going to be positive or negative. So we got 2 negatives. That means our answer is going to be positive. Number 2, we only have 1 negative. For 3, it's going to be positive. For 4, remember that's -3 times -3. 5, I don't know if I have room to fit all of those. There we go. Remember, you have 6 of those, and that's going to make it positive. Now, 6 is just a little tricky. That's saying -4 times 4 times 4. So that answer is going to be negative. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video real quick and try 7 through 10. Tell me if it's going to be positive or if it's going to be negative. And there you go. How'd you do on those? All right, now that we know if it's positive or negative, let's go through and just answer the questions. 1 is saying 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 is saying 7 times 5. Well, 7 times 5 is 35, so that's -35. 3, 2 times 6 times 1 gives you 12. -3 squared, or as we said to the left, 3 times 3 gives you 9. Number 5, it's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Well, 1 times anything is 1. Notice the answer was not 6. All right, number 6. 4 times 4 times 4, if we break that down, that's 16. 16 times 4 is 64. All right, number 7, 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3, which makes it a -3. 18 divided by -6. Once again, the answer is 3, and that's a -3. -20 divided by -5, the two positives. 2 negatives makes that a positive. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And the last one, number 10, why don't you pause the video, see if you can figure it out real quick. All right, I rewrote it down here just so we have a little bit more space. So we need to, when we divide, you need to multiply by the reciprocal, okay? I see that division sign. I need to flip. So we have 4 over 3, changing that to times. 9 over 8, that's a negative 8. We're going to reduce by looking at the kitty corners. 4 goes into 8 2 times, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So we get negative 3 over 2. All right, and that's it for section 1.6 notes. All right, if you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. Thanks, guys.